Alright, I wanted to make a video kind of as a review of the GodSpeed MonoMaxx coilovers for the F30. I couldn't really find many videos out there about them, and I decided to give them a shot. And they work great. They're amazing coilovers. I have the front stiffness set to like 22 clicks or 21 clicks. The rear's at 18, and they're quite amazing. But I did run into an issue with them, and I'll describe that in a second. They ride great. I had stock suspension with H&R lowering springs before, and these ride better than that setup. They're marginally better, not night and day, but one thing that's impressive about them is they're stiffer while still having that comfort. So I believe these are a digressive or progressive or something linear, not non-linear valving, which means they soak up the small bumps pretty well while also like stiffening up when you're taking a turn or something. And they're great. Now, one thing is, and I just wanted to point out that the MonoMaxxes have like the Italian IPA shock oil, and they're very similar to the Silver's NeoMaxx for this platform. If you look at the pictures and stuff, they have all the stickers in the same place. A lot of the spring rates are a lot similar. If you go to like BC, the front spring rate is like a 6, right? And the Silvers and these are the only ones where it's like 12 in the front. Sorry. Boys in blue or whatever passing by. Anyway, so yeah, I've had a great experience with them, and I had an install video. I recorded a few things, but I was missing a lot of the parts of the install, so if you want an install video, just straight up go to someone else. One great thing to look at is the Silver's install video, because they're the same product. They're both coming out of the same Taiwanese factory. Now, let me show you what problem I ran into. And also, if you guys have any questions about these, even technical stuff, let me know. I'll answer the questions in the comments below. But let me get down from here real quick. Sorry about the shakiness. Now, this is the problem I had. Let me see if this door opens. Hold on. Gotta unlock it. Now, a little while after installing these, I had the threads come off of this. It sheared the threads, and this your shock, you know? That's how your suspension is held onto your top hat. So this was really scary to have happen. I don't know if it was a fluke or what, but they seemed to be holding after I got my replacement in. And GodSpeed didn't want to warranty this. They were saying that only happens if you impacted it on. But, whatever. I went through a shop near Sacramento, that deals with GodSpeed. They're a reseller for them. And that guy was really helpful. I believe his name was Craig. Really helpful when it came to trying to warranty everything. And I recommend, if you guys do want to buy these, go through him. He just made the process so much nicer. Did some of the talking with GodSpeed for me. And yeah, I'll make sure to tag his shop down below. But yeah, nothing but good words for Craig. And the ride, once again, is great. I'll insert a clip of the car driving later so that you guys can see the ride. Also, if you guys are curious, these are Style 373s. They're 20-inch wheels off of a 650i. They're really nice on this platform. Alright, so one thing I wanted to add real quick is these coilovers have a short spring. It's about a 5-inch spring, whereas like BC's and some other coilovers have like a 7-inch spring, some have a 6. That means these don't have a lot of droop. The wheel can't go like downwards as much as like the stock suspension would. And this has a benefit. See, the old dampers, the stock ones, were soft, right? So the spring was able to move freely. Like when it wanted to, extend out, it could. And that was a bad thing because it would sort of fall into potholes. I would feel the front end of the car kind of dive into the pothole and make it hit even worse. These sort of glide over that type of stuff because they're stiffer moving and they can't droop as much. Now you would think that would be very comfy, but in reality, when it meets the other side of the road, it kind of bumps as well. So I'd say it's a little better. I'd say it's improved over factory, but to be honest, it's not significantly better, but I don't know what would be. I'm just nitpicking at this point. But yeah, they're great coilovers. They ride great, very comfy. They're honestly amazing. Well worth the money. I'd say in reality, they're probably better than BC coilovers. If you have the extra 200-300, you could go with BC because they have like the better warranty process and stuff. But on paper, the specs of these are better, and in my opinion, they also ride better. So as long as you get lucky and they get to you in perfect condition, and you're okay with maybe having to warranty a piece, they're great. I would recommend these, but again, only buy them from a seller that is reputable, and I'll link one below. Alright, so one more note I wanted to make is online, if you read about GodSpeed, you'll find a lot of people talking shit about this company, but I beg you, if you know anything about cars, go look at like the Amazon reviews for the Mono SS's, and people will have the top hat. So instead of having camber adjustment facing this way, they'll have it flipped facing that way so that it's doing caster basically. And then they say they had to return the product because it was shit. So people are pretty stupid, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the ones buying budget coilovers. Also, I've ridden in cars with the Mono SS's, I believe, the cheap ones. So it goes SS, RS, and then Max. And they ride just fine. And I think that breakage that I had honestly was just a fluke. I don't think that's gonna, happen to everyone. It was a one-off type of deal, and I got it resolved.